today on Divorce Court?
I'm here today because I want to know whether the judge thinks me and Stephanie should continue on in our relationship or if we should just go our separate ways.
I feel like Art is just forcing me to be his mom and not his fiance.
Stephanie treats me like a child instead of a fiance. I'm a grown man. I'm not a kid. I don't need to be bossed and ordered around.
I'm tired of telling Art what to do. I'm not his mom. He needs to make decisions on his own.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Stephanie Friday and Art Daly Jr. The two of you are thinking about getting married, but you have some difficulties. You wanted to come talk to me. I'm going to give you my honest opinion as to whether or not you should marry. You filled out my compatibility test. You gave me your marriage license with permission to tear it up should I think your union is ill-advised. So I'm going to start out with you, Miss Friday. I take it you love him. Mm-hmm. What's concerning you?
He's in love with MMA more than he is with me. It's annoying. He'd rather go train every day to the gym than to help take care of the family. For instance, he wanted to go to Chicago and train. So I come home from a long day's work, and the first thing he says is, I talked to a coach in Chicago, I want to go train there. And I'm like, okay, well, go. I'll see you when you get back. He was like, well, it costs $150. I need you to do that. And I'm gonna need some food, too. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you know what? Fine, I'll pay for it. Go ahead and go. Gave him the money, the gas, the food. He's up there, he's training, he's calling, telling about how sick he is and wants to come home. He wants to come home after he just gets there. He wants to come home. He needs more money. Then I find out that him and all these other guys are going to some girl's house instead of just training every day. He never did a fight. He spent all the money, and then he came back after a month and a half. No TV, no nothing. So I just spent money for no reason.
Mr. Daly, did that happen?
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty, Mr. Daly. Let me ask you this. MMA, that's your thing. That's what you want to do.
Yes.
And my understanding is that successful MMA guys make a fair amount of money. They have endorsements and all that, and you believe you can get there.
Yes.
And because I'm trying to help you out of this hole a little bit. In the interim, do you have a day job?
No, I do not.
Do you see that as a problem?
Slightly.
Do you feel bad about Chicago?
Yeah.
Do you ever say more than one word?
Sometimes I do.
Tell me about the economic reality in your house. I mean, what are you doing? How much are you shouldering? And I would assume you're a little angry about it.
A little. I pay for everything. I pay the rent. I pay all of our phone bills, including the kids. I put gas in the car. I get cars fixed. I buy clothes. I do it all. I do haircuts, especially when they want designs. I do everything. I buy food out of pockets. I do it all.
Now, Mr. Daly, she said she does it all. Let's prove her wrong.
Oh, including tissue.
List me some things you can do to contribute to the relationship.
I make about $1,200 to $1,500 per fight. I give her at least half of it per fight. And
how often do you fight?
On average, about once a month, which is very high for MMA fighters.
So you give her $600 a month?
Usually.
Usually?
Yes.
Is there anything else you do to contribute to the union that you two want to make?
I clean, I cook. I cook dinner 5 times a week. You know, if she cooks.
I'm working.
If she cooks.
That is your job.
Maybe you should just stick to one word. I don't know, Mr. Daly. It's not looking too good for you over there. Keep going, though.
I also paid for her mom's car to help with the kids.
That is not my mom's job.
Yeah, that's... You help with your kids?
With her kids.
With her kids?
Yes.
So you cook and you clean. You hold down the household. Now, you got to give him props. Is he holding down the household? If he is, that has value.
Okay. He gave me $40 for food. $40. I spent $200. What is $40 gonna do? I give it to him. Yes, I love him to death. I cried, my mom cried. He bought my mom a car. I was so excited. It is not my mom's job to take care of my kids. I had them. That is my job. I take care of my kids. And him being a fiancé, he's supposed to take care of them too. My mom didn't push him. My mom pushed me out, not me and my kids. She is a grandma. She is retired. She's supposed to be at home chilling, doing what she want to do with my dad, not picking up my kids from school every day. That's our job. And he told me, for example, well, I bought your mom a car. That's for her to go get the kids and not me. But mind you, my mama go get the kids, bring them home, and he's at home.
Mr. Daly, do you believe that part of that anger is a function of the fact that you don't contribute as much as you could to what is your household?
I do believe that a lot of that anger is derived from that, but she doesn't look at the fact that I spend a lot of time in the gym, which is trying to build a better future for us. You can't just get to the top by saying I want to be there.
That's true. That's true.
I don't have something that you can say, hey, this extra bill came up this month. I don't have a guarantee that I can help with that.
Right.
And I know that weighs on her conscience, which adds to the anger level in which you see here today.
Right. Is what I see here today what you see every day?
For the most part.
For the most part? Okay. Well, we're going to talk about that a little later because I think I understand this issue right here and I can resolve some of that. But there's also a concern about cheating. So I want to switch gears and talk to you about that.
When he comes out for a fight, he does this dance like he's a stripper.
Mind if I show you, Judge?
Oh, please. Ms. Friday, you have some concerns about him cheating. I understand there are women in the MMA world, and you believe that he might be engaging with some of them. Tell me why you believe that.
He's a huge flirt, and I mean huge. For instance, when he comes out for a fight, he does this dance like he's a stripper.
Mind if I show you, Judge?
Oh, please.
So when I come out for dance, you know, sex sells, and you know, if I can make more tickets,
And he's doing that while he's wearing these. With a cup.
She likes it.
I like it for me, not for everybody else.
Is there anything that he's done, however, that makes you believe that he's cheated on you or leave it, anything?
Yes, there was a one point in our relationship where we were arguing every day. And I mean every day. Like I'd come home off of work and I'd go in, I was tired. And all of a sudden he got tired of me and he broke up with me. Now I knew something was going on because every night he'd come home and he'd talk about this one girl. He was training with her, he was teaching her, she was teaching him. Oh, it was some of everything. Oh, she's good. Oh, she's this. Oh, she's that. She put me in the head this. Oh, I put her in this. I did that night, and I mean for hours at a time. I'm sitting there listening to him about another girl. So I knew something was going on. I knew he probably liked her or they already did something. Then all of a sudden, I'm breaking up with you. I was like, well, here's your door. Bye.
Bye.
See you later. You do what you want to do. I'm easy with that. I can let go. It might hurt, I might cry, I might eat for a long time, but I will get over you. Have a good day.
I need to hire you. No, I do. I need to hire you and have you in the back for some of these women who come out here and just can't let it go no matter what. You get out there and you tell that.
And I do it very easily. But
don't
I
ever go down
to
her weight class, because I don't know if you can take it. Thank you.
He can't. He couldn't. He wouldn't be able to handle it.
Mr. Daly, did you leave her for somebody else at one point?
Judge, I wouldn't say I left her for somebody else.
What would you call it?
I call it more, I don't do well with the little arguments. You know, if you throw enough stones at a wall, you know, eventually the wall erodes and there's nothing left.
Well, if he would have did right, it wouldn't have been no argument.
Hang on. Do you argue with her, or do you just stand there and just like take it?
I more take it than anything because I don't do well with that. I feel like I'm being talked to like a child, and I'm more of a physical confrontation guy, and I won't take it there with her.
Right.
So I do more of I revert back into myself. And
did you ever think of maybe engaging in a conversation with her about how you could make her feel a little less stressed? I mean, because half the battle with women is telling you understand how we feel. That's half of it right there. I mean, that'll take half of the stress off right there.
yes, but if I do that with her, it goes to, I know how I feel, they're my feelings. So if I tell her I understand, is how do you understand you're not me?
Do you do that?
No. He'd tell me he understands, he feels it, I'll do better, I can do this, I can do that, then the next day, same thing.
Empty promises, nothing happening,
He's
nothing
talking about
going
I talk to him like a kid. Well, if you're my fourth child, how am I supposed to talk to you? If I'm taking care of everything, how am I supposed to talk to you?
Mr. Daly, I feel bad for you because we're in the wrong arena. We're in the arena of words, and you are so outmatched. and I'm trying hard to, get something over here going. What I'm gonna go to next is the love part. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to express your love for Ms. Friday so we can see if we can get some points on your side of the scoreboard, okay? Tell me why Ms. Friday is the woman for you.
She's always had my best interest at heart. I love her with all my heart. I just feel she needs to relax and...
Cause that was fabulous. End it right there. Now, I do this in before your vows. I want both parties to tell the other party a 90-second sales job on why they're the person for them in their life. And I usually start with the guys, and Joe has told me on more than one occasion it's not fair. Because women, we talk a lot, so we're used to it. And you put him on the spot too early, it's hard. And I'm really worried about you. So I'm gonna start over here with Ms. Friday. And now, Ms. Friday, get off the anger. Because you're here on a before your vows. You're here to see if you can make this work. Why don't you tell me why you believe it's worth the effort? Why is Mr. Daly the guy for you?
Because he's my best friend. He's truly my only friend. If I'm hurt, or if I feel bad, or if somebody makes me mad, I call him. He's there. He's always been there for me. He's there for my two boys. When their dads aren't around, he's there. When I need him for me personally, he's there. And I know he loves me. That I do know. I know he does. He tries hard. That I know. I want to be with him because I know he loves me.
Well done. Okay, Mr. Daly, I got faith in you. I do. I'm sending you good thoughts. Tell me why Ms. Friday is the woman for you.
Because she supports me. She's helped me get to the level of being ranked 15 in Wisconsin and 23rd in Michigan. And she's always, since day one, had my best interest at heart. Not only mine, but my son's as well. And in every other relationship I've cheated, and I can't do that to her. It's like, I messed with another girl when we broke up, but there's certain things and a certain level of respect that I have for her and that I give her that I don't even give my own mother. I love her with all my heart. I'd go to the end of the world for her. I just feel she needs to relax and...
Cause that was fabulous. End it right there. I mean, you wore it out, Mr. Daly. You came so live and in charge. Great. I'm not gonna let you mess it up by saying another word. Both of you have mentioned in your confessions of love to one another about how the other person cheats your children and that you appreciate it. But I do understand there is a point of contention about your parenting styles. Ms. Friday, why don't you tell me about what that is?
He wants to do corporal punishment. He wants the kids to do push-ups. Like, for instance, my son My oldest one, he likes to lie. I can get it out.
He likes to what?
Lie.
Okay.
He does. He doesn't like homework. Nobody does. But, you know, he lied about it. Well, instead of him just being grounded, he made him run up down the stairs, do push-ups, do sit-ups. They're already gonna be taller than me. I don't need them to be stronger than me too. Come on now, let's get it right. Me, I'm gonna yell at you, almost cuss you out, and then I'm gonna ground you. After I do that, they go in their room, they sit down for a while, they understand what I said, then they come back and they do their homework and we forget about it and go on about your day.
Well, let me ask you this. When he does the push-ups and all that kind of stuff, does he get compliance?
Yeah, they do it. My kids are good kids. Before him, I had them. I raised them. Before he came along. He's been there for 6 years. Before that, my kids were raised by me. My kids listen to whoever tell them what to do. My kids will say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. My kids do what they're supposed to do.
And God bless you for it too, because a lot of parents out there just let little Johnny run wild.
No, mine don't do that.
Mr. Daly, I'm not gonna make you say anything because I'm gonna make your point for you. Parents have to have consistent rules, but the ramifications can be different. Mm-hmm. You know, you come at me, I'm gonna do one thing to you, my kids. You come at daddy gonna do something else. And it's good to have that kind of, you got them circled. You got them all the way around. Nothing wrong with he comes at it a different way. He's not hurting them. He's not causing them harm. Right. And if they're already doing what you say, they grow up 21, even when all of my kids way bigger than me, but they do what I say because you've done your part and you've done your part. So don't worry about that. Let him make them do push-ups. All right, won't hurt them.
Okay.
I bet don't nobody mess with the two of you. I mean, if it's a verbal thing, she's on it. If it's a physical thing, you got it taken care of. I like you. I really do. Mr. Daly, I think you're your own worst enemy. I think you're a good guy with great intentions. I bet you do really well at MMA, but you gotta give a little more right now because she's feeling crushed. I mean, crushed by the weight of all those obligations. I mean, a couple of hours a day, if you can get a little part-time job, just to clean up one little, say, hey, babe, I'm taking this little section off your back so you can feel a little better. And it may not be a big thing, but the fact that it's one thing, a whole thing that she doesn't have to deal with, that's gonna give her all kinds of calm and peace. And then it speaks to her of the love that you have for her, that you're willing to do that. So you're gonna have to carve out some of your time to do that for her. Can you do that for her?
Yes.
Is that not what you need, Ms. Friday?
Perfect.
Look at her. I just told her that little thing that's so important because I like you, you two like each other, and I would be scared to tell you not to get married. So please, get married, love one another, take care of each other, and do that one little thing for her, and she'll be happy for the rest of her life, okay? This matter is adjourned.
I can do what the judge asked me to do for you. I can step it up and go find something to do, work for, to help contribute with the bills. And, you know, I want to be that person that's there for you no matter what. You're welcome.